Making headlines, the government of Maldives condemns calls to harass and attack police officers and the subsequent attacks on police officers who were on crowd control duty during opposition protests. Maldives Police Service reveal 139 arrests were made during Friday night's protests. And Minister of Foreign Affairs departs to New York to attend a panel discussion regarding the Sustainable Development Goals.
Hello and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Fatma Sara. President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum sends a congratulatory message to the President of China, Xi Jinping, on being elected for a second term of office. In the message, the President extended warm felicitations and sincere congratulations to the President of China on being elected for a second term of office on behalf of the government and the people of the Maldives and on his own behalf. President Yamin also congratulated President Xi Jinping on his re-election as the chairman of the Central Military Commission. In his message, the President stated the overwhelming support shown by the delegates of the 13th National People's Congress in electing President Xi for a second term is a testament to the great strides made by China in all fields of national development under his leadership over the past 5 years. The President noted that it is also a vote of confidence in Xi's vision to take China forward towards realizing the two centenary goals and achieving the Chinese dream. Furthermore, President Yamin expressed confidence that under Xi Jinping's adroit guidance and foresight, the country will continue to reach new heights of progress and create more opportunities for global partnerships of shared development. Noting that re-election for a second term in office comes at a time of exceptional bilateral relations between our two countries, President Yamin highlighted that 45-year history of bilateral cooperation has been further enriched through a number of win-win development projects, commercial cooperation and people-to-people contact in the past 5 years. President extended wishes to working closely with the President of China to take the relationship to even higher levels for the common benefit of two peoples of Maldives and China as Xi Jinping begins a new term in office. The government of the Maldives condemns the calls to harass and attack police officers and the subsequent attacks on police officers who were on crowd control duty during the joint opposition protests held in Mali on March 14th and March 15th, 2018. The government condemned these actions in a press statement issued by the President's office. Protesters gathered at Majidi Road, the main road of Mali, blocking all transport on the night of March 14th and attacked a police officer using crude oil. The police had confiscated 105 packets of chili powder mixed with water. Subsequently, on the night of March 15th, police confiscated 76 packets of pepper powder mixed with water and 24 iron rods from the protest site. These substances were made to be used against the police officers handling the crowd protesting on the Majidi Magu. According to the President's office, the Maldives Police Service has also made public that they have received information that a group of people are planning arson, which has been followed by a car being set on fire Friday night. Citing that violent acts, including destruction of property, are not within the Freedom of Peaceful Assembly Act, the government called upon all citizens to abide by the rules and regulations. Maldives Police Service reveals 139 arrests were made during Friday night's protests by the opposition. According to police spokesperson, Superintendent of Police Ahmed Shifan, 141 protesters were initially arrested. This included 26 women and 115 men. However, according to Superintendent Shifan, out of the 141 arrested, 139 remain in police custody now. There are 26 women and 113 men. The police, however, have not revealed details about the detainees. We have received information that the detainees include parliamentarians and 3 journalists from Raja TV. Ministry of Home Affairs strongly condemns the resolution on Maldives by the European Union. In a statement, Ministry of Home Affairs described the EU resolution on Maldives as unacceptable, condemning the call for religious freedom in Maldives. Home Ministry reiterated the strong commitment of Maldives to uphold Islam. Highlighting that the EU statement was based on misinformation regarding Maldives, the Home Ministry underscored that there are no religious extremist activities carried out in Maldives. The ministry said that the government views terrorism and violent extremism as serious national security threats and has been working effortlessly with international partners, including EU member countries, to prevent and counter these phenomena. In its statement, Home Ministry urged to refrain from spreading fabricated information which undermines the nation's image in the international arena. Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Mohammed Asim departs to New York to attend a panel discussion regarding the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). During the visit, Foreign Minister Dr. Asim will participate in a panel discussion on the implementation and follow-up of water-related sustainable development goals. Government of Maldives exerts major efforts to achieve the SDGs. During the trip to New York, Minister Asim will also hold bilateral discussions with stakeholders. Housing Development Corporation HDC reveals that all sheet piling work for the construction of the 16 towers being built under Phase 2 of Hulumali development project has been completed. These towers are being built under the mega housing project here.
President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum and First Lady Fatma Ibrahim inaugurated the HIA housing project as part of the administration's housing policy. A total of 10,080 housing units will be developed in 36 towers, which would include 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartments. Private, public companies and government offices are part of the first-of-its-kind mega project. The 16 towers will be built by famous Chinese construction group China State Construction Engineering Corporation. In addition to residential facilities, these towers would be equipped with commercial spaces, parking areas and other leisure facilities. According to the contractor, the material required for construction of the towers have arrived, while all work on site mobilization have now been completed. Housing Development Corporation HDC revealed that they aim to complete majority of construction-related work on the towers and commence tenancy by the end of this year. Furthermore, HDC added that all works of sheet piling for the foundation of the 25-story towers have now been completed. The HIA housing project is aimed at resolving housing issues.
Ministry of Housing and Infrastructure reveals that work has commenced on assembling the structure that would house the winter park that is being developed at Rasrani Bagicha.
Former Sultan Park, redesigned and renamed as Rastani Bagicha, was inaugurated by President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum and First Lady Madam Fatma Ibrahim in 2017. After renovation, Rastani Bagicha has become the first of its kind in the country, which brings together a concept of recreation, education and history. According to Minister of Housing and Infrastructure Dr. Muhammad Muizzu, work on assembling the parts of the structure that would house the winter park is underway. Housing Ministry noted that this park has special equipment to generate an atmosphere which would generate artificial snow and would provide a unique experience for residents of a tropical country such as Maldives. The ministry revealed that the delay in the completion of the project is caused due to the challenges faced due to the novelty of the concept. The ministry noted various rounds of discussions have been held with experienced companies from both France and Switzerland to ensure that the project is a success. Housing Ministry aims to complete all work on assembling the structure within a 45-day period and aims to inaugurate the park before Ramadan this year.
Tulusto Island inaugurates its first surfing school titled Wakar Surf School. In an exclusive interview with PSM News, founder of the surf school, Delphine Juliet, revealed that the school has been opened with additional facilities such as cafes, surfing equipment and shops. She said the school would provide training opportunities for people of all ages. Juliet noted that yoga classes and videography skills while surfing would also be taught at the surfing school. According to the surfing school, industry professionals would teach classes at the school, which has the capacity to teach 16 students. Looking at news from international arena, China's largely rubber-stamped parliament unanimously re-elects Xi Jinping as the country's president, with no votes cast against him.
The legislature is packed with delegates loyal to the ruling Communist Party, meaning Xi's re-election was never in doubt. On Sunday, the parliament voted to amend the constitution to remove presidential term limits, meaning Xi can stay indefinitely. The parliament also chose a former top graft buster, Wang Gishan, a key ally of President Xi Jinping, as vice president, a widely expected move that nonetheless breaks with convention and underlines Xi's dominant authority. Only one person voted against Wang out of the 2,970 votes cast. Known as the firefighter for his central role in tackling issues like corruption and domestic financial problems over the years, Wang also has experience dealing with the United States in his former role as a vice premier who led annual economic talks with Washington.
U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions fires Andrew McCabe, the FBI's former number 2 official, who was deeply involved in the agency's investigations of Hillary Clinton and Russia's role in the 2016 U.S. election, and was repeatedly criticized by President Donald Trump.
McCabe's dismissal came 2 days before his 50th birthday, when he would have been eligible to retire from the Federal Bureau of Investigation with his full pension. The firing, which comes 9 months after Trump fired FBI Director James Comey, puts McCabe's pension in jeopardy. It also is likely to raise questions about whether McCabe received an overly harsh punishment due to political pressure by the Republican president, who has blasted McCabe on Twitter and called for his ouster. McCabe said in a statement he was being singled out and treated this way because of the role he played, the actions he took, and the events he witnessed in the aftermath of the firing of James Comey. He said that the attack on his credibility is one part of a larger effort to taint the FBI, law enforcement and intelligence professionals more generally.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino says video assistant referees will be used at the World Cup for the first time when the finals get underway in Russia in June.
The uses of the VAR system was approved earlier this month by the rule-making body IFAB, despite controversy in some of the competitions where it has been trialled over the time taken to make decisions and a lack of information for spectators. The system that allows off-pitch referees to re-examine a decision or an incident referred to them by the match official has been used in Germany's Bundesliga and Italy's Serie A this season, and trialled in some English FA and League Cup games. Infantino said that VAR had been shown to reduce the number of refereeing mistakes in matches where it had been used. He said the tests gave guarantees and concrete facts that VAR really helps referees, and it will help have more transparent and fairer football. Infantino had repeatedly promised that VAR would be used at the June 14 to July 15 World Cup, and has made it one of his priorities since being elected FIFA chief in February 2016.
Black Panther is expected to hold on to the box office top spot, but will face strong competition from Lara Croft in Tomb Raider for the weekend ending Sunday.
My son, it is your time.
According to boxofficemojo.com, the Marvel movie is expected to secure a 3-day total of $26.5 million, pushing its domestic total over $600 million mark. It would be only the 7th film to have ever done that. If it can hold on to the pole position, Black Panther will also become the first film since Avatar to top the weekend box office for 5 weekends in a row.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
Its closest competition is the reboot of the Lara Croft franchise, Tomb Raider, which stars Alicia Vikander in the lead role and is expected to take around $23 to $25 million, securing second place.
Your finger that's pulling this trigger.
You messed with the wrong family.
Third place is expected to go to A Wrinkle in Time with a second weekend take of around $17 million. Teen love drama Love, Simon is expected to take the 4th place by making a box office debut of $10 million. Another fresh arrival at the multiplex, faith-based I Can Only Imagine, is set to secure 5th place with a debut in the region of $4 to $6 million.
And you're going to blink your eyes and you're going to realize that life has gotten you nowhere because you chased some stupid dream.
I'm leaving, Shan.
I want you to know that I pray for you all the time. And I hope that you find whatever it is that you're looking for out there.
What are you running from?
My dad.
Then write about it. Let that pain become your inspiration.
Well, that's it for now. Stay tuned for updates of recent current affairs stories here on PSM News. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.